I'ma be the best damn lover you got. I wanna mess up your covers. I don't wanna meet your mother. Never ever ask me how I've been. Remember why you have my number. I'm the best thing that has ever happened to you. Here's your time to shine. Now show me what you can do. The way my hands feel on your body, the way we're dancing in the dark. With every move I make, you're falling. The way my lips feel on your body, the way we're moving in the dark. With every breath we take, you're falling. I ain't got no time for romance, but baby I don't want to lead you on. Not looking for something steady, not ready for that. I'm the best thing that has ever happened to you. Here's your time to shine. Now show me what you can do. Make a move. The way my hands feel on your body, the way we're dancing in the dark. With every move I make, you're falling. The way my lips feel on your body, the way we're moving in the dark. With every breath we take, you're falling. With every breath that we're taking, with every step you're falling in love. With every move that I'm making, with every breath that we're taking, with every step you're falling in love. With every move that I'm making, I'm the best thing that has ever happened to you.
Good morning, friends. Welcome to another episode of Let's Connect show. Today, we're going to discuss about Ecamm Live and Restream events. We're also going to look at the nuances of these two technologies and how these two technologies can work seamlessly to help you with your live shows in general. And we're going to take a deep dive into these two things, two technologies during the demonstration time. By the way, if you are new to our show, and please use the comment box to type in new and let us know where you're from. And if you're new to this show, and if you don't know who I am, my name is Vijil Bose. I am from Let's Connect show on KONNECTiN. We talk about live streaming and live streaming technologies in general. We provide tips, strategies to help you create professional looking live content. By the way, if you are looking to use live streaming or live show in general as the face of your brand, for example, if you are a small business owner and you are an entrepreneur and you have product or service that you wanted to promote it to your audience, the location is the key, right? For example, if your audience is on LinkedIn, your audience is maybe on Facebook or maybe on Twitter. These days, customers are spread across. Geographically, they spread across. They are available everywhere, and social media plays a bigger role in actually reaching out to your audience. And if you want to use live shows as the face of your brand, you may want to consider subscribing to our channel and click the notification icon so that you will not miss a single content that we do in the future. See, I've been working in the tech sector for almost 26 years. So I love technology. I love playing with technology. And there's live streaming technology is something that it's my pet peeve, because I've been following this is trend for some time. I fell in love with it, and I thought, okay, I think I can provide some help in this space. And Ecamm Live, by the way, it's a live streaming application that runs on Mac environment. It's if you're using Mac, I would highly encourage you to check this out. This is one of the best technologies out there. And Restream, on the other hand, it's a multicast live streaming app. What that means is you can actually use your live streaming application to send the stream to Restream, and Restream can simulcast or multicast your stream to at least 30 plus destinations. That is very, very, very powerful, and that makes it very unique also. And it saves a lot of time, because what if you have to do live shows? For example, your audience is spread across in multiple locations. For example, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. If you're not on Facebook, if you're a business owner, if you're not Facebook, you're missing out a great deal. And your audience may be spread across all these platforms, and you want to promote your product and service, and Restream is the best technologies out there as of today to support that, because it can simulcast the same live shows with one configuration and all the destinations in one go. And so we're going to look at these two technologies in general today. Ecamm Live, I told you, right? It's a live streaming app on the Mac. It has got a built-in integration with this Restream technology. There is no question about it. It works perfectly fine, because we did our first show back on August 1st, and I think on August 2nd, we used Restream to broadcast to both YouTube and Facebook, and it worked seamlessly. The beauty of Restream is it can aggregate all the comments, audience comments from different locations, and then giving it to your live streaming application. Then there, you can actually interact with the audience, from different locations. That is very, very powerful, isn't it? Because otherwise you would have to log into different platforms and interact with the audience. That is not going to be a very productive and scalable, and it is not going to be possible also, especially if you are streaming into 30 odd destinations all at the same time. See what I'm saying? So today, we're going to look at whether Ecamm Live can work with the Restream events. What that Restream, in the last show, actually, I think I did another show about how to schedule your live shows in advance using different ways. And one of the things that I showed was using Restream events. So today, I'm going to take that to the whole new level. We're gonna schedule a live show in Restream using Restream's new event functionality, because this is something that they added very recently. So Ecamm Live, in its current version, which is the latest version, is 3.5.10. That does not support the Restream events in its current version. And I'm actually 100% sure that they are not going to support this in the future as well. The reason is, I'll tell you, this is the reason. It's a sound business practice from the Ecamm's perspective, from the Ecamm world. They are actually, the folks at the Ecamm is actually working on coming up with a native simulcasting feature. So I'm sure that why would they want to really add an additional hook into Restream events when they are actually busy working on building something similar within Ecamm. I just wish they are adding a scheduling aspect as well. So that means within Ecamm Live, you are able to schedule your events in advance, and then you can actually stream to those events, and simulcast at the same time. That is going to be very, very powerful. Okay, but today, that facility is not out there, and I don't know when they're going to rolling out that feature to the public. So from today and until they roll out that feature, we still have a lot of work to do, right? So Restream is the way to go. There are a host of other technologies that provide simulcasting feature, but Restream seems to be very, very popular and very robust in terms of their offering, in terms of collecting these comments from different locations. They are very good at doing that, and it is very seamless. As a novice user, you just have to watch and see the comments flowing from different locations, and it becomes so easy to add it to those to your broadcast. All right, and let's get to the interesting part, which is the demonstration part. Okay, so you see the Restream window on one side. Before we get to the Restream, I just want to show you what is available within Ecamm Live. Ecamm Live, by the way, I am using Ecamm Live today to navigate this show today. So unfortunately, I cannot show you how I can stream from Ecamm Live to Restream. So I'm going to show you a screenshot real quick of what options that you will be interacting with within. Just a second. Something is happening with my screen. Just a second, guys. So let me figure out why this is not working. Okay, there you go. Okay. There you go. You can see that. This is the Ecamm Live interface. So when you choose a destination within Ecamm Live, you choose destination here. This is a pop-up box, from where you can actually select different destinations. So if you choose Restream IO, and then you pretty much that's it. That's the only option available within Ecamm Live. And you click on Go Live. It is basically starting your live show and streaming into Restream, and that's it. So here you don't see any option available to select which event, which scheduled event that you have to stream into. So that is the limitation of Ecamm Live. So it doesn't really support that in its current version. So this is a Restream interface. And once you log into your Restream account, the first thing that you do is, you set up your destinations using this add channel. See, I've got these 4 destinations configured here. Facebook, YouTube, another Facebook, and there are 3 Facebooks. We also have a testing group, and we also have a private community network, which I will discuss, when I get to that section. So what you have to do is you have to go here, update titles, and add your titles, title, description. You can choose 30 different destinations. If you have an enterprise plan with a Restream, you can configure up to 30 destinations. Okay, so and you just have to type in the title and description only once. You can update that same title and description to all 30 different platforms. That is very, very powerful. And here, this works perfectly fine. You just do the title, description, and you enable the destination here. Then come back to Ecamm Live and choose Restream IO and go live. Basically, it works perfectly fine. Okay, but Restream recently added a new feature called events. I showed this in my last show, how you can schedule an event using Restream events. So Restream the events is actually the scheduling. That means you can schedule your stream in advance. Why would you want to do that? For example, you are you're a small business owner, and you are introducing a new product, and you wanted to promote that product in advance to your constituents. So you're probably scheduling your shows maybe 4 shows in a month, and week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, and you can schedule all those events as an event here. For example, you can choose your destinations, and that means you can actually schedule your live shows ahead of a time. So that means you will be able to promote your shows ahead of a time, and that is very, very powerful. You can do a lot more marketing, a lot more promotions, and especially if you're offering a course, a new course, or webinars, you can promote all these things ahead of a time. So today, for the demonstration purpose, I'm going to create a new event. Okay, so just a second. I'm going to type in test. I will make sure that my audience will get this notification, so that they will not consider this a regular stream. So please ignore. So I'm going to type in description as test. I can also upload an image. Image is basically just like a thumbnail. so that when you when this gets created, and let's see, let's do this first. I have a thumbnail here, so I'm going to use test one as a thumbnail. And the time now is about 10:24, right? 10:24, 10:15. So I can't really schedule it for 10 o'clock. No, it doesn't allow you to do that. So for example, if I do that, the event must be scheduled for at least 1 hour from now. That is what Restream is constrained. So you go to the next here. So here I can choose destinations. Okay, if I have 30 plus destinations, I can choose all of them here. I can just turn on all of them and actually just and save it. That means that post will be that event will be posted to all those destinations all at the same time. Here I'm using our Facebook page called KONNECTiN to test this out. Okay, so I'm saving this. It is saving. It is connecting to Facebook, and now actually that event is actually scheduled. So now let's go to our Facebook page and double check whether that event is actually scheduled or not. Just a second. And this is actually our Facebook page. There you go. So this is actually, it's here. So today, please ignore, tune in to watch live. So if somebody is following, that means if your audience is on that Facebook page, and if you have large following, if you have a huge following, then this is actually going to create an impact, right? So that means they get notification that you're actually going to do a show. Maybe if it's about a new product, they will be interested in actually checking it out. Then they can click on the get reminder. Okay. All right. So now going back to the Restream. So this is the event that you scheduled. Now, how do we actually go live? See, my preferred live streaming application is Ecamm Live. Unfortunately, Ecamm Live doesn't support streaming to Restream event. So then what is the alternative solution? Let's find out. So now, you know that Restream also has got a live studio. That means you can go live using Restream Live Studio. So that's what I'm going to be using today. So going to Restream Live Studio, and now, so this is something that I need to explain what this is all about. So the Ecamm Live has a facility, especially if you have a professional account with Ecamm. Ecamm Live has a facility called virtual camera. And what that means is, let me go to Ecamm and let me show this in a live demo mode real quick, so that you know what I'm talking about. Turn on live demo mode. Now you see this. Now under output, there's something called virtual camera. Okay, I say on. What that means is that, see, in Ecamm, everything is actually the whole show is driven by setting up some scenes. Scene 1, scene 2, scene 3, whatever that is. And you have an introduction, you have a counter. You saw the counter in the beginning, and you see introduction, and then my logo and everything. All those things that you see. Everything is set up as scenes. Plus, you're also using Ecamm to set up what's it called? Graphics, your layouts, your overlays, your logo, and anything that you see on the screen. Everything is that you do it with Ecamm. And then using this Ecamm's virtual camera, and what it does is basically it gives everything. It's going to be direct video out. So whatever you set up with an Ecamm Live is available to a third-party app like Restream, for example. It is also available to applications like Zoom, StreamYard, for example, and that's another live streaming applications on the cloud. And the beauty is you can still use Ecamm Live to navigate all your scenes and still being able to go live from a third-party app. So that's exactly what I'm going to be showing today. So this is the live demo mode. Let me get out of this live demo mode before I forget it. Otherwise, sometimes I forget it. Okay. Now, this is what you see here. Now, let me, this is the actually on the Restream side. So now let's go to Restream. What is my, okay. So now you choose that. So you have different camera options here. For example, if I use Blackmagic design, because I'm using a live streaming switch here. So my camera feed is directly connected to that live streaming switch. So if I choose, it's from Blackmagic, by the way. That's why it says Blackmagic design. And if I choose that, and what you're seeing is a direct camera feed from the direct camera feed through the switch. But that is not what I want. I wanted to use Ecamm Live because then I already have overlays, graphics, and everything set up. You see this is this interface. So that's exactly what I wanted to actually use in Restream. Okay, and I'm using this my audio stuff and all. All right, that's it. So these are the things that you have to do. Just change your camera settings to Ecamm Live's virtual camera. That's all. And now the beauty is, now you go to your setup here, and I'm sorry. I think let me go back up here. I'm going back to the events. So now I have to enter the live studio from here because, see, remember that we are live streaming to that event that we scheduled. Okay. If you go from here, the dashboard, it is actually not, you're not actually going live to that event. So the only way you can go live to that event is actually you have to select, you have to go enter the live studio from the events. Okay. So enter live studio here. Now, you don't really need to worry about anything. All you need to do is change the camera, because if this is not a virtual camera, you make sure that it is set to virtual camera. That's all you got to do. And now, we can go live. Just like press go live. So let's try this. I'm actually connecting, and we'll make sure that it is actually go live here by refreshing this page to see that the live feed is coming here or not. I'm still not seen here. Sometimes, Facebook, there you go. You see that. See, Facebook, there's a lag, So now you can see this here. See that I'm actually live. So now I'm actually, live to that event that I already scheduled. This is very, very powerful, right? So here I'm using the best of the both worlds. I'm using Ecamm Live's swing. I'm also using Ecamm Live's the built-in switching between the different scenes, and I'm also reusing the overlays, graphics, and everything that I set up within Ecamm Live. And if I'm doing a keynote address, and I can actually do this using Ecamm Live, because Ecamm Live provides a very, very user-friendly interface to add all the cool looking graphics and so on and so forth. So that is how you do it. Now I can end this stream. So Restream, are you sure you want to finish the stream? Before I do that, before I finish it, let me add one more thing here. I wanted to comment this. This is good. This is a good test. This is a good. This is a good test. Okay, and let's see how that comments come in in the chat. Like I said, there is a little bit of lag, so we want to make sure that that comment shows up in the chat. Yeah. Assuming that because now I commented it because KONNECTiN is the user that I commented on that show. Assuming that you are one of your customers commented, and you will be able to see it here using comment. Okay, then I'm sorry, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Sorry. And comment is, I don't still not seeing the comment here. Sometimes it takes time. Sometimes it takes a bit of time. See, look at that. It is still slow. And Facebook always has got some lag. Sometimes it takes time. You know, there could be glitches also. Sometimes, the chat may not show up because of the API, because everything is working through their APIs. If the API has some issues, the chat won't show up here, So I liked it. Let's see. But still it's not showing up here. Let me see if there's a problem. I don't see any problem here. So everything is working the way it is. So, and let me switch the scene here to this and see what happens. Live source is still not there. Going back to the demo mode. Okay, for some reason, I don't know why, for some reason that Restream has not pulled the comments here, but usually it does. When we tested it, it really worked. Sometimes, like that, if there is any API, there's a delay, things like that, that may not show up on time. Okay, but anyway, you get the idea. So the idea is this. So I just wanted to finish this so that we don't want to use up the bandwidth. This is a good experience. So you get the idea of, see now, this is a very powerful one. Now using Restream events, you can actually schedule all your events ahead of a time, and then you don't have to really, abandon your preferred live streaming application, which is your Ecamm Live. The only issue is that Ecamm Live doesn't support Restream events, and they're not. I don't think that they are going to support it even in the future also, because like I said, they are actually working on their own built-in multicasting facility. So until that facility is available to us, we still have to rely on Restream, applications like Restream. There are a bunch of them out there, but Restream is the most popular one. I hope this really helps you. This is really useful tip, especially for business owners and who are actually using Restream or who wants to use technology like this to reach out to your audience that are spread across multiple social media platforms or things like that. So, and that's the demonstration part. Hope this is actually helpful to you. And one other thing that I really want to touch on is this. We recently introduced something called community network. It's called KONNECTiN Community Network. I mentioned about this network in the last show. This network is exclusively for people like you, smart people. We wanted to build an audience of smart people, and smart people is everybody that we interact. They're all smart people, and we want to use that private group to build a community of people with and if you are willing to share your knowledge with the rest of the people, if you're willing to contribute, if you're willing to help others, that is a very good platform to be on it, and you can ask any questions, and it's a very safe place. It's a private only group, and everything that we share in that group, only the members are able to see it, and it won't be visible to outside of that group. So it's an exclusive club. I would call it as a club, and I highly encourage you to check us out, and you can easily find that out. It is on Facebook page. And let me go back to the demo mode, and I'll show you that real quick. If you go on to as a visitor, if you see it, you go up here, and there is a group here. More, click on the groups. You see the testing group, because since I logged in, I'll be able to see the testing group. The testing group is actually not visible to others, but community network is it's visible to others, but it's a private only group, so that you can actually join. And thank you so much for watching this show, because if you are watching this as a live show, make sure that you watch the entire show, because you miss out the great deal of information that I shared. If you're watching this as a replay, make sure that you watch till the end of this show, because we share a lot of the good stuff. So make sure that you check us out on the on the Facebook, and see if you can actually join the community network. That's a very important club. Again, like I said, it's an exclusive club, guys, and we can do a lot of things, and together we can make this world a better place to live. Okay, because that's very important. And unless you have any questions, I will see you in the next show. I'll come back with another tip strategies, because we wanted to use this shows to provide, not only provide this technology, live streaming, it's very, very powerful. If you want to use this as a brand, a lot of people are hesitant to use this medium, because this is a very, very powerful. I know so many businesses, so many small businesses actually, they have no clue about live shows, and these technologies were once possible only to high-end broadcasting TV studios, So now these technologies are available to us at our arm's length, and why not use it to our advantage? And obviously, a lot of people use Facebook, LinkedIn, and social media platforms to advertise their products and services, or whatever the service, it doesn't matter. It doesn't limit to business owners. These live shows, is applicable to individuals like you. If you have a message, if you're just getting, if you wanted to take your message, if you want to have a skill, some artistic skill or any skill, some people would like to use this medium to teach others, and we all live in unprecedented times of COVID-19. So why not use this opportunity to, excuse me, to reach out to the maximum people, and this is the best opportunity to help others as well, and I can run a whole, conference right from here, and using these technologies, and that is very powerful. I don't need to be at my client location. I can do a PowerPoint presentation using the same technology and actually deliver that to my client. And that is very, very powerful. And plus, I'm stress-free. I don't have the stress of commuting to that location, fighting the traffic and so on and so forth. So we live in unprecedented times, so uncertain times, but it also presents an opportunity for us to be more creative and more productive. So use it to the fullest advantage, So that is it's a strategic tip that I like to give it to you guys, and we are going to be using this platform to actually share not only just technology tips, but we also going to use this platform to offer some strategic level tips. For example, some people are fearful about coming on camera and things like that, So we just wanted to provide some strategies around that, and to alleviate that fear factor, as long as, when you don't have fear, you are stress-free, right? So then you can be as natural as you. We wanted to promote you as a person on camera, and you can use this media to reach your audience, your constituents. That is very powerful. All right, and I look forward to seeing you in the next show. Bye bye.